Okay, so the first question of stocks and shares practice test is find the cost per purchase of rupees 2000, 5% stock at 10% discount. So here we need to understand the cost of purchase being asked. Cost of purchase is that cost at which the purchase has happened. The total market value of some shares was 2000 rupees, and then he's offering a 5% stock. That means the each share could have given you 5% more. So if the face value was 100 rupees of a share, then you could have got 5% of it, that is 5 rupees over a 100 rupees share, and that is available at 10% discount. So a share of 100 rupees was available at 90, that is 10% discount. So cost of purchase, so we invested rupees 2000 rupees. 2000 rupees was the face value, and it was available at 10% discount. So cost of purchase simply becomes rupees 2000 was the face value and 10% discount. So we can write down a formula for that. Amount of stock or the amount of shares, cost of purchase is nothing but amount of stock into 100 minus discount percent, 100 minus discount over 100. Okay, that is the 2000 rupees, then 10% after discount. What is the final value? So let us put down the values. So amount of stock was obviously 2000 rupees into 100 minus discount percentage was 10 over 100, that is 90%. So it becomes 2000 into 90 by 100, and if we solve this, we can get the actual cost of purchase. See, zero zeros are gone. 20 into 19 is going to be 1800 rupees. So that is the actual cost of purchase, rupees 1800, which is available in option number D becomes the right answer. Now find the last purchase of 70 shares of rupees 10 each at 3 by 7 discount, brokerage being 1 by 7 per share. Okay, so we can again use a formula. There is a formula which can relate all these things. The brokerage is also given. Brokerage is something that you have to give to the broker while you purchase some particular shares, and there's a discount also available that is reduced. Brokerage is always added, discount is always reduced to the price of each share. So the price of each share is available rupees 10. So let us know the formula. The market value, we need to know the market value. Market value is nothing but the purchase cost, multiplied by purchase cost multiplied by share value of share, that is each share value of share, minus the discount. How much is the discount being offered to each share, plus the brokerage. How much is the brokerage being charged for each particular share? So this, let us put the values. Purchase cost is already given. Purchase cost is nothing but purchase number, rather last purchase of 70 shares. This should not be purchase cost. This should be rather purchase number. How many shares you have purchased? You have purchased 70 shares, and value of each share is given 10 minus discount is given 3 by 7 rupees discount on each share value, plus how much brokerage you have to pay. You have to pay a 1 by 7 rupees per share brokerage. Now let us solve this. This comes out to be 10 minus 3 by 7 plus 1 by 7. If we do the LCM part, this comes out to be 68 by 7. And if we solve this, 7 cuts the 70 by 10 and we get the value as 680. So that is the last purchase of 70 share price, 680 rupees. It is available in option number B becomes the right answer. Now, find the annual income of rupees 6,300, 7% stock at 107. Okay, so that's what is given. See, the annual income. So the total investment was 6,300. Now he is wanting to find out how much income this 6,300 investment retrieved. The share was available at 7% stock. That means 7% more, and the value was 107. So we can clearly say that the price of each share was 100 rupees, and when 7% was added to it, because the share was available at 7% premium, 100 plus 7% of it is becomes 107. That's what they quote. The stock was available at 107. So we can clearly understand that each share is giving you rupees 7, and each share is costing 100 rupees. So we can clearly write that income from rupees 100 shares or rupees 100 stock, income from rupees 100 stock is nothing but 7 rupees, as they say. So we have to understand how much will be the income from rupees 6,300. So income from rupees 6,300 stock will be nothing but, first of all, income from one share, that is 7 by 100, into how many income, how many investment, 6,300 is the investment. If you solve this, you're going to get to the value as 441 rupees. So that is the actual income received from an investment of 6,300, and that is available in option number C. Now, a man buys rupees 25 shares, that is the share is available at rupees 25 in a company which pays 9% dividend. So dividend price is 9%. That is the income that you receive is 9%. The money invested by the person is that much as gives 10% on the investment. So he invested that much money, which gave him 10% of the investment. At what price did he buy the share? So we need to find out the cost of purchase of the shares. Okay, so now we can easily see the cost of purchase of each share is being required. So we can easily find out the cost of one share. See, he says that the investment part is retrieving a 10% of the investment. Okay, the money investment by the person is that much as give 10% on the investment. So the investment is 10%. So clearly the cost of purchase would have been simply 90% of the investment. Okay, if the 10% is the income received, then obviously the cost of purchase would have been 10% lesser. 10% lesser is nothing but 90%. So we can write down that that's why required cost of one share, required cost of one share will be nothing but 90% of cost of one share. So that is nothing but 25 into 90%. We could have done it by 25 into 100 minus 10 over 100 also. That will give us the same result. So we can directly do is 100 minus 10 over 100 is nothing but 90 by 100. So if we cut it down like this, so we can get to the final value as rupees 22.50. So that is the actual cost of one share that will be in a condition to give you 10% of the investment. Okay, 22.50 rupees, that is available in option number A. Now, the cost of rupees 2600 stock at 105 is. So, the total investment done was 2600. The total face value available is 2600, but he's saying stock at 105. That means if the share cost is 100 rupees, then it is giving you 105 in the investment. That is 5% more. So, we can easily find out if we invest 2600, then how much we would have got. Okay, if we invest 100 rupees, we would have got 105. Then if we invest, see, if rupees 100 is investment, we get rupees 105. So what if we invest rupees 2600? How much we will get? That becomes the question. So we can easily do it by ratio and proportion. 100 is to 105 is 2600 is to x. So we can write down here x by 2600 is equal to 105 by 100. We can use the ratios and proportions here. So simply x value comes out to be 105 by 100 into 2600, and if we solve this, we can get to the final answer. 105 into 26, if we solve this, comes out to be 2730. So that is the final cost of 2600, 2730, which is available in option number B, becomes the right answer. Now, find the cost of 96 shares of rupees 10 each at 3 by 4 discount, brokerage being 1 by 4 per share. Okay, so there have been the total number of shares are 96. Each share's cost is given as rupees 10. Discount is 3 by 4 per share, and brokerage is 1 by 4 per share. So we have got a formula for this. So we can easily find out, we can use that formula. So that formula we already used in the first question itself. We can again use it. So we have to find out the cost of purchase. Okay, the cost of purchase can be found out as total number of shares, that is we can write down here number of shares multiplied by the cost of each share, cost of each share, or the value of each share rather, share, minus how much is the discount, 3 by 4. So we can rather than 3 by 4, let me write the formula. So minus discount, we can write down here minus discount, plus how much brokerage you have to give to the broker, plus the brokerage, plus the brokerage. So this is how we find out. Let's put the value. Number of shares are 96. Okay, cost of each share is 10, minus discount on each share is 3 by 4, plus the brokerage of each share is 1 by 4. If we solve this particular equation, then we get it as 96 divided by 10 minus 3 by 4 minus 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4. Okay, so that gives you exactly, if you solve this, that is 96 into 19 by 2. If you solve this further, this gives you 2 cuts 96 easily by 48. 48 into 19, That gives you the final value as 912 rupees. So that is the that is the actual cost of 96 shares, rupees 912. That is available clearly in option number C. Now find the cost of purchase of rupees 4,000, 8% stock at par. See, whenever the share is available at par, that means it is available at the face value itself. Okay. So he says cost of purchase of rupees 4,000, 8% stock at par. So let us find out. So clearly we can write down this cost of purchase. When the share is available at par, that means cost of purchase is nothing but amount of stock only. Okay, amount of stock only. As ever price it is quoted, that much price you will be able to get it off. So that is nothing but rupees 4,000. When the stock is available at 4,000, that is it available at the cost of purchase. That is it is available at the face value itself. So that again becomes rupees 4,000, and that is clearly available in option number D. Find what a purchaser would have to pay for rupees 200 share of rupees 10 each quoted at rupees 20. What would he be the gain of shareholder if he had purchased the share at par? Okay, so there is a comparison we have to do. He is saying if the share is available at rupees 20 and the share is available at par. At par is the price at which the share is quoted. The share is quoted as 10 rupees. So he is wanting us to find out what would have been the difference when the share was available at 20 rupees and then the share was available at par, that is at 10 rupees of the total investment. So we can clearly find out this. The gain can be found out as number of shares. Gain can be found out as number of share multiplied by market value, that was 20 for our case, minus when the share was available at par, the value would have been just the face value. Okay, that is 10 for our case. So we can use this formula and find out number of shares are 200, market value is 20 rupees, and then it would have available at par. At par value is the face value itself, that is 10 rupees. Okay, so if we solve this further, this becomes 200 into 10, that is nothing but simply 2,000 rupees. So that is the final answer, 2,000 rupees. That is option number C becomes the right answer. Now find the cost of rupees 5,000, 10% stock at 5 premium. 5 premium means that each particular share will be available at 5% more. Okay, 10% stock, that the dividend being offered is 10%, the dividend being offered as 10%. So we can clearly find out if the share was available at rupees 100, then you can purchase it at 105 because it is at 5 premium. If the face value is 100 rupees, then you can purchase it at 5 premium, that is 105 rupees. Okay, so clearly you can use a formula here also. We can use a formula for amount of stock as we used in earlier earlier questions also. Cost of purchase we have to find out. So cost of purchase can always be found out as amount of stock or amount of share multiplied by 100 plus what is it available at. It is available at premium. Okay, and if it was a discount case, then we would have done 100 minus discount, but here it is a premium case, so we will add it over 100. So let us put the value. Cost of purchase will be nothing but amount of stock is 5,000 rupees into 100 plus premium is 5 over 100. Okay, so if we solve this further, this becomes 5,000 into 105 divided by 100, and we can cut down these zeros like this. Then we have to do 105 into 50, that is nothing but rupees 5,250. So that should be the right answer, which is available in option number A. Now find the annual income of rupees 100, 7.5% at rupees 93. Okay, so annual income is to be found out for rupees 100, available at 7.5%. So clearly they are already mentioning that dividend value is 7.5% at rupees 93 because the stock is available at 93, but that is not the question. The question is the face value is 100. So annual income of rupees 100 to be found out. So income percentage can be easily given as, so what will be the income? Income percentage is already given as 7.5%. Income will be nothing but income percentage divided by the investment into 100, that is the income value. So let us find out. Income percentage is 7.5% divided by investment is how much? 100 rupees investment into 100. So if you cut it down like that, you're going to get the final value as 7.5 rupees only. So that is will be the annual income for rupees 100 at 700 half rate. 7.5 rupees. Option D is the right answer. Now, Rashmi invests her saving partly in 7% stock at 108 and partly in 9% stock at 135. So she has splitted her investment into two different parts. First part is 7% at 108. They are not telling the number of share they bought. Okay, so for the first case, number of share are not given, and in 9% stock in 135. So the share was available at 135, but the how many share did she buy in the second part, that is also not mentioned. Get equal dividend from both, and then by investing certain number of share in both the schemes, she is getting the equal dividend. So always we can equate the dividend in this situation and then find out at what ratio she must invest the money. So let us first decide the ratio. So let's say the investment is distributed in the ratio called as x is to y, or we can write down the x is the first investment and y is the second investment. So if x is the first investment, what is the dividend? Dividend can be given always as investment into premium percentage or the dividend percentage, premium percentage or the dividend percentage divided by the market value of each share. Okay, that is how we find out the dividend. So let us put for both the case. For the first case, investment is assumed to be x. So x into premium percentage or the dividend percentage is 7%. Each share is available is giving you 7% dividend, divided by how much is the market value of the stock is 108. So this is the first part of the dividend, and the second part of dividend that is to be to equal is the investment in the other part is y into the stock percentage is 9, divided by how much is the market value of the second partly split it 135. So clearly we can solve this particular equation and to give you the x is to y. So if we solve it, x by y, y comes down here and this particular portion goes on the other side. So obviously it is mathematically multiplicative inverse into 9 by 135. This is how we have to solve. So if we cut down these number, we can easily cut them. Okay. So if we cut it by 3, 3 4 ja 12 and 1, 3 5 ja 15. If we cut it by 3, 3 3 ja 9, 1 3 6 ja 18. So 45 is 36, 9 4 ja 36, 9 5 ja 45, and then we can cut something 9 4 7 5. So it is coming equal to 36 is to 35. So x by y is coming as 36 by 35. So clearly x is to y can be given as 36 is to 35. So that should be the right answer. The required ratio is 36 is to 35. Let us see where it is available. It is available clearly in option number A. So becomes the right answer from there. Now, the capital of pharma company consists of rupees 15 lakh in 6% cumulative preferences share of rupees 100 each. So this is the first part of the question that has been given. Okay, the 15 lakh is the investment done, 6% is the dividend, and each share costs rupees 100. And the other part of the investment is 30 lakh rupees invested in equity shares of 10 each. Okay, each share costs rupees 10. The dividend on cumulative preference share for earlier year was not paid. So for the first year, the dividend was not paid. So that is to be paid also. That got accumulated. This year, the company has to distribute a profit of rupees 3 lakh after keeping 20% as reserve fund. So 3 lakh is to be distributed, but before that, company has to keep with it 20% reserve. So what we'll do, we'll find out the 20% of 3,000, and that we'll save for the company, and rest of the part we'll distribute in the two companies. Find the percentage rate of dividend paid to the equity shareholder. So what is the approach? First of all, we'll find out how much is the reserve fund. Then we'll subtract that reserve fund from the profit to be distributed from 3 lakh. So whatever is the profit to be distributed, that will be distributed in both the schemes. We'll find out for the first scheme, and then we'll be able to find out for the second scheme as well. So let us do it one by one. First of all, let us find out how much is the reserve fund. How much is the reserve fund? Reserve fund is obviously, he said, 20% of 3 lakh is to be kept. So let us find out 20% of 20 by 100 of 3 lakh. 3 lakh, and if we solve this, this is coming out to be simply rupees 60,000. So this much is the amount that is company to be kept. So how much is to be distributed? So let us find out profit distributed. How much is the profit to be distributed? That is the remaining part out of how much was the total was 3 lakh. minus how much is to be kept with the company is 60,000. If you subtract, this comes out to be 2,40,000. So this much is the profit that is to be distributed between two stakeholders. Okay, so the first and foremost thing, let us find out for the first case, that is 15 lakh rupees, 6% cumulative preference share. So let us find out how much dividend it costs. So dividend, and that is always be going to be annual dividend for 1 year, annual dividend for 6% scheme. Okay, 6% scheme. So they said 6% of 15 lakh will be given on 100 shares. So let us find out the 6% of 50 lakh. 6 by 100 of 15 lakh, 15 lakhs. So if we solve this further, we can get to the value. The value is coming out to be rupees 90,000. That is the 90,000 rupees annually to be given to the first part of the shareholders. But he said the dividend on cumulative preference share of for earlier years was not paid. So they have not paid for the earlier year also. That means they need to be paid it for both the years. So how much they are required to be paid? They are required to be paid for 2 years. As it was not paid for first year, now you have how much you have to pay? You have to pay for 2 years. So total dividend that is to be paid, total dividend that is to be paid for 2 years, because for the first year it was not paid, is going to be obviously twice of 90,000, and that becomes 1,80,000. So 1,80,000 is the dividend to be given to the first scheme shareholders. How much how much amount we have to distribute? We have to distribute 2,40,000. So how much is to be given to the first one? So to the first one to be given is the total profit to be distributed about 2,40,000, and how much to be given? 1,80,000 to be given. So how much profit is remaining after, remaining for second? Let us say remaining for second is 2,40,000 minus 1,80,000. That is the thing. But 60,000 rupees. So 60,000 rupees is to be paid to the other scheme holder that had invested 30 lakh in equity shares of 10 each. Okay, 60,000 to be paid for 30 lakh. So let us find out. Now he has asked us to find out the rate of dividend. So he has invested 30 lakh rupees, and how much he's getting? He's getting 60,000 as the dividend. So we have to find out the rate. How much rate of investment is there? How much rate of income is there? So that can be found out by finding out 60,000 is what percent of 30 lakh. So that can be found out as 60,000 divided by 30 lakh into 100%. This is how we can find it out, that if we solve these number, okay, so 6 divided by 300, that is 6 by 3, that is nothing but 2%. So that is the rate of dividend for the second scheme holders. Okay, 2%, that is available clearly in option number B. Now find the cost of rupees 4,000, 5% stock at rupees 50. So if the obviously the stock is available at 50 rupees, the face value is always 100. 100 stock is available at 50, that means half the rate. So obviously the cost of purchase will also be half. We can do it directly also. Rather, we can use a formula also of cost of purchase. We can do it the same way. Cost of purchase can also be found out as amount, how much amount cost of purchase is required, into market value of each share divided by 100. We can find out by this also. So how much is the amount is 4,000. 4,000 into market value of each share is 50 rupees. The face value always remains 100. So 4,000 into 50 by 100 is nothing but half of 4,000. That is clearly 2,000 rupees. So that is the right answer. Cost of purchase of 4,000, 5% stock is nothing but 2,000, available in option number D. Now, what rate percent will a man receive if invest his money at money in 10 stock at 120? Okay, 10 stock at 120. So investing, cost of each share is rupees 10 and 120 rupees being investment. So that is what we have to find out, the actual rate. Actual rate, we can use a formula also, and we can use it by numbers itself. So let us use formula, that is always useful. Actual rate of percent is always calculated as the present rate of stock that is already available at 10%, present rate of share or stock multiplied by 100, because always the face value is 100, divided by the market value. Market value is how much? 120 rupees. So if we put down our values, present rate is 10 divided by market value is 120 into face value always remains 100. So if we solve this further, we can cut down the numbers and the zeros, and then we can get the answer. The answer comes out to be 100 by 12. Okay, answer comes out to be 100 by 12. That is nothing but 8.3%. So that is the right answer. The actual rate percent is 8.3%, which is available clearly in option number C. Now, at what price is 4.5% stock quoted when rupees 9,600 cash can bring an income of 360? So we can do this by comparison also. How we can compare? If we invest 9,600, we are getting an income of 360. So what if we invest at the rate of 4.5%? How much market value will be there? So we can do it by this way also. What we can do? See, if we invest rupees 9,600, investment of 9,600 is bringing how much income? Income of 360. Okay, so this is how we can find out the rate. So how much is that? So as they say, 9,000 income is receiving 360, or we can invert this also. Income of 360 is being received when you invest rupees 9,600. So income of 1 rupees can be received when you invest 9,600 by 360. Okay, and then he says this is available. If we cut down this, we can cut down this also, and then we can find out. We can cut down both the numbers by some number, at least by 12, I guess. 12 3 ja 36, 12 12 5 ja 12, 8 ja 96, and it is 80 by 3. Okay, so this can be written as 80 by 3. So investment income of 1 rupees can be achieved if you invest 80 by 3, and the price is 4% stock. At what price is 4% stock quoted? So it is quoted at 4.5% more. So we have to find out 4.5% of it also. Okay, we have to find out it's 4.5%, and 4.5% nothing but 9 by 2. Okay, 4.5 is nothing but 9 by 2. If you solve this further, this gives you 40, and 3 cuts the 9 by 3, so it gives you clearly the value called as rupees 120. So the stock is available at a price of rupees 120 when the investment of 9,600 is bringing 360 as the income. So let us see where it is available. It is clearly available in option number B, becomes the right answer. Now, what rate percent is obtained by investing 5% stock at 5 premium, brokerage 1%? So clearly we have got a formula for this also. Brokerage of 1% means that the brokerage is to be given to the broker. 5 premium is the stock is available at 5 rupees more over a face value of 100. 5% stock is the dividend percentage. So let us use the formula directly. The actual rate percent is a formula for actual rate percent, always there. The formula is nothing but percentage rate of stock, that is it is available at what dividend, percentage rate of stock divided by 100 plus the premium. The premium is obviously 5 for this case, plus the brokerage that you have to give to the broker, plus the brokerage multiplied by 100. This is the actual rate. So let us put down the value. The values are 5 divided by 100 plus premium is 5 again, brokerage is 1 into 100, and into 100 we have to do again. So if we solve this further, this comes out to be 471.69. So that is the actual particular income received, 471.69, clearly available in option number A, becomes the right answer. The gain on investment of rupees 1196 in 4% stock at 92 and sell out when the price has risen to 98. So what they are saying, when the investment of 1196 rupees was done, the stock was available at 92, and this much investment, the how many shares you bought, that how, what was the price of each particular share, the market value that can be found out easily by dividing the investment by the number of, by the each market value of each particular share, number of share can be found out. So for that particular number of share, then when the price, when it was sold at 98 rupees, what was the actual gain that we have to receive? So first of all, we'll try to find out the number of share, because it is not given. Number of shares can always be found out by how much was the investment done divided by how much was the market value of each price, market value of each share. Okay, when the investment was done, what was the market value of each share? Investment part is how much? 1196 divided by market value earlier when the things were bought were 92 rupees. So if we divide it like that, you can get the number of shares that were bought. So let us not find out this completely. We can leave it like that also, because the question goes furthermore. Now, these are the number of share. Then they were sold out when the price has risen to 98 rupees. So new uh, new price, let us say new price, the new cost of purchase, rather new cost of purchase, we should write new cost of purchase is nothing but total number of share, that is nothing but 1196 by 92 multiplied by cost of each share is 98. So if you solve this further, this comes out to be 1274 rupees. So when he sold out it at when he sold out these many shares at 98 rupees each, he got the received the money 1274. How much did he invested initially? 1196. So what was his gain? So now we can find out the gain. Gain is nothing but the price at which the deal has happened, that is 1274, minus how much was the initial investment, was 1196. If you solve this further, if you subtract these two numbers, you're going to get to the gain. The gain value is coming out to be rupees 78, which is clearly available in option number C, becomes the right answer. Now, Aman wants to purchase 8% stock which must yield 10% on his capital. Okay. He wants to buy at the 8% stock value. Okay. Which must yield 10% on the capital. Okay. So what if the face value is 100, then the capital should come as 10% of 100, that is 10 rupees. Okay. So we can write down like this. So that's what they are asking. So at what cost must he buy the stock? So what price the cost stock should be bought so that he receives this much income? So we can do it by unitary method. How we can do it? As they say, 10% of his capital. So if the capital was 100, the income would have been 10. So we can write down income. If the income would have been 100, it would have fetched how much as if the investment, sorry, if the investment would have been 100, how much it had fetched as income? Rupees 10. That's what they said, 10%. So if the income was 100, the investment was in the if the investment was 100, the income was 10. So if the investment is 1 rupees, the income was obviously 10 by 100. How much income does he want? He want 8% stock, that is 8% income, that is 8 rupees over 100. So income of 8 rupees can be found out when you divide it like this. Income of 8, when the investment we have to find out. So income of 10 by 100 is being received when the investment is 1. So we have to invert this. So income of 1 rupees, if we want, how much should be the investment? Investment should be 100 by 10. That is the invert of that. Investment should be 10 rupees, rather 100 by 10 investment should happen. Income of how much is required? Income of 8 is required, that is 8% stock. So how much should be the investment? That is clearly 100 by 10 into 8, that is clearly rupees 80. So if you invest 80 rupees, you're going to get to the 8% stock or the 8 rupees as the income. That is available clearly in option number B, becomes the right answer. Now, find the market value of a 5% stock in which an income of rupees 240 is derived by investing rupees 1200, brokerage being half percent. So clearly we can do it by formula also and by basic understanding also. So let us do it by a simple formula. The formula of market value can be written as market value is nothing but investment into percentage rate of the share or the stock, we can write anything, percentage rate of the share divided by the annual income. Okay, divided by the annual income. All these values are given to us in the question, minus the brokerage, because brokerage goes into the account of broker. Okay, so let us find out. Let us put the value. Investment is how much? How much they invested? Investment of 1200. So 1200 into percentage rate of share. Percentage rate of share is clearly written as 5, and we'll use the percentage value as it is. We'll not convert that into a normal number. 1200 into 5 divided by annual income. How much income have been fetched out? Rupees 240, minus the brokerage percentage. How much the brokerage percentage is? Simply half. So we can write down 1 by 2 here. Let us solve this further. 0 can cut this 0. 24 5 ja 120. So this is clearly 25 minus 1 by 2. 25 minus 1 by 2 is nothing but 25 minus half. That is clearly 24.50 rupees. So that is the total market value of each share. 24.50 rupees available in option number A, becomes the right answer. Now, for the question, he says, how much stock should be sold to realize rupees 1200 from 6% stock at 5 premium, brokerage being 1%? Okay, how much cash should be, how much stock should be sold so that this much 1200 can be earned? That's what they say. How 1200 should be earned. 6% stock, the rate of stock is given as 6%. Okay, rate of stock is given as 6%. The amount that has been given to us is clearly uh, amount that has been given to us is 1200. So that was the cash to be realized, and the brokerage value is given as 1%. All the values are given. We can simply use the formula. We have this formula: amount of stock that should be realized is nothing but amount of stock is equal to cash realized. We can write down here cash realized divided by 100, plus there has been a premium at 5 premium. So that let us write down the formula first: premium minus the brokerage value into 100. So this particular formula can be used here in this situation. The ideal situation, all the values are already given. So let us put the value. The amount of stock can be found out as 1200 is the cash uh, to be sold to realize rupees 1200. So cash to be realized is 1200 rupees divided by 100 plus how much is the premium value? They clearly mention 5 premium. So plus 5 minus how much is the brokerage value? They clearly mention 1%. We'll not convert this 1% into the normal value. We'll keep it as 1 only into 100. This is what we have to find out. So this becomes 1200 divided by 104 into 100. We can solve this by cutting the equation. So let us cut this by number. So I think we can cut this by at least 4. So if we cut these numbers, so 4 cuts 12, that is 300 divided by 4 cuts 104, that is nothing but 26. Then we can cut it at one more time. So 300 becomes 150, 26 cut by 2 becomes 13. So the clearly it becomes 150 into 100, that is 15,000 divided by 13. So we need to cut these number. If we cut it, 13 1 ja 13, we remain with 2, 13 1 ja 13 again, we remain with 7, 13 5 ja 65, we remain with 5, 13 3 ja 39, we remain with 11. So we have to put a point because the zeros have ended, and 11 and then 0 1 1 0. So we can write down as 13 8 ja is 104. So 8 4. So this is the approximate value coming 1153.84 rupees. So that should be the actual stock that should be sold, rupees 1153.84. Let us see where it is available amongst the option. It is clearly available in option number B, so becomes the right answer for us. Okay, so the question says find the annual income derived from rupees 7,000 in 5% stock at 120. So clearly the investment is given. The investment is 7,000 rupees and the stock is available at 5%. That means for each 100 rupees, you're getting the 5 rupees. So for how much you are getting at 7,000 rupees, you can do it this way also by setting up a ratio, or we can do it directly also by using a formula. So how much is the income? Amount of income can be directly fetched using a formula. What is that? Is nothing but the amount, that is the investment amount or investment we can write for this, how much is invested, and multiplied by percentage rate of stock or share divided by 100. So rather we are actually finding out the 5% of the amount investment. We can understand it like that also. So the amount of investment is simply 7,000, and how much is the rate of stock percentage is 5 by 100. So for each 100 rupees share they are giving 5. So how much they are giving for 7,000 rupees invested. This is how we can directly also relate. And if we solve this, we can cut down the zeros and we can easily multiply 70 into 5 to be done. That is simply 350 rupees. So that is the income of rupees 7,000. Option number B becomes the right answer. Now, Bhaskar wants to purchase 6% stock, which must yield 4.5% on his capital. So, at what price he must buy the stock? So, what we want to know here, we want to know that there is a share available and it is offering a 4.5% dividend. So, if 100 rupees is invested, you will be getting 4.5 rupees, or the 9 by 2 rupees rather. So, he wants to understand that if he wants to purchase a 6% stock, that he wants to earn 6 rupees out of 100, what price should be invested. Okay, so this is the question. So we can do it by different ways. So let us opt the simple way. The simple way is we are getting 4.5% when on the capital when the share price is 100 rupees. So we can write out as income of rupees 4.5 can be in a simple fraction can be written as 9 by 2. Income of 9 by 2 is received when the investment is how much? Obviously 100 rupees, because the hidden value of each share is always 100. So income of 9 by 2 rupees will be achieved when the investment is 100. So in the same way, we can say income of 1 rupees will be achieved when the investment is how much? 100 divided by 9 by 2, which can be simply written as 100 into 2 by 9 rupees or 200 by 9 rupees. 200 by 9 rupees can be achieved if you in 209 by 200 by 9 investment should be there so that you could achieve 1 rupees as income. But here how much income is to be required? The income requires is 6%, that is 6 rupees. So if you want to have 6 rupees as the investment, as the income, so income of 6 rupees can be fetched as, you can have the unitary method, 200 by 9 into 6. If you solve this, we can cut down the number, 3 2 just 6, 3 3 just 9, so it becomes 400 by 3, and the exact value of 400 by 3 can be given as something around 133.3333 bar. Okay, so it can be approximated to be 133.34. Let's see where it is available. 133.34. It is clearly available in option number D, so becomes the right answer. Now, find the cost of 192 shares of rupees 10 each at half a discount and 1 by 4% brokerage. So clearly, there is a formula that can directly relate the total cost of n number of share. Each is being sold out at a certain price, and there is a certain discount and there is certain brokerage. Let us put that formula. So we can write the cost of n shares. Cost of n shares can be found out as n into the market value of each share minus the discount value plus the brokerage value. This is the formula that can relate it like that. So let us use it. N is the number of share that is already given 192. So we can put 192. Market value is 10 rupees because it is sold out at 10 rupees minus discount value is 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 plus brokerage value is 1 by 4. So plus 1 by 4. This is how we can put the formula and find out the answer. So it is written as 192. 10 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is again minus 1 by 4. So 10 minus 1 by 4 is nothing but 9.75. If we multiply these two numbers together, we're going to get to the value as 1872 rupees. So this much particular cost of 192 share will happen 1872. Let us see where it is available. Available clearly in option number D. So becomes the right answer. Now, the question is find the rate of interest of 100 shares of rupees 10 each at 4 premium and 1 by 4 brokerage per share, and the rate of dividend being 10% per annum. So all the data has been given. So we have to just use a certain connection and then we can easily find out. So let us understand first of all what is they saying. The face value of each share is 10, and how much he had bought, rate of interest of 100 shares. So he has bought 100 rupees. He has bought 100 shares. Each share is giving you how much, what is the price of each particular share is 10. So what is the total price of 100 shares? Let us find out that. That is going to be simple. So we can clearly write down face value of 100 shares. When the face value of each share is rupees 10, so face value of 100 share will be simply 100 into 10, that is rupees 1000. So this is the face value of 100 share that is available with us. Now, how much is the income? So the dividend being offered is 10%. So income will be, so 10 rupees, you will be getting 10 rupees as the dividend when the investment is 100. So how much will be the dividend when the investment is 1000? So we can do it this way. So we can directly do annual income. Annual income. See, 10 rupees will be the income when the investment is 100. So annual income will be 1 if the investment is 10 by 100. And how much is the investment? Investment is total 1000 rupees. That much is invested. So what is the total income? Simply becomes 100 rupees. So the annual income of 100 such shares, each being sold out at each having the face value of 10 will be 100 rupees. Now this is the total income, annual income. Now we are supposed to find out the rate of interest. So for that we need to find out the total investment done. Okay, so that can be used using a formula that can be found out using a formula. Total investment can be given as face value of each share plus the premium value, plus the premium value. Everything is given. This would have been discount. If this would have been a discount, we would have got minus discount. If this is a premium, we'll add plus premium and plus the brokerage value, because the brokerage is to be paid to the broker as well, and multiplied by 100. Okay, multiplied by 100. So this will be the total investment. So let us find out this total investment. Total investment on face value is 10 plus premium value is 4 plus brokerage value is 1 by 4. And if you multiply this by 100, how much it becomes? Let us find out. Okay, so if you multiply this, we're going to get to the value as 14.25, and into 100, if you solve this is coming out to be 1425. So that is the total investment done, 1425 rupees. But how much is the income? Income is 100 rupees, and this 100 rupees is achieved when you have invested 1425. So we just need to find out the rate of interest. So rate of interest is nothing but we can find it out by finding out that annual income is what percent of the total investment. That is 100 rupees is what percent of 1425 rupees. So this is how the rate of interest can be found out. 100 rupees is what percent of 1425 rupees. So this is how we do it into 100%. So if we solve this out, this is giving us 10,000 divided by 1425. We can clearly cut down both the numbers by 5 and 25 also. And if we calculate this, this is approximately coming equal to just close to 7. Just very much close to 7 it is coming. So let us find out which is the value which is closest to the 7. So we can easily write down the answer becomes option number D, which is 7%. Okay, so that is the right answer, option number D. Now, the question says Samir invested rupees 2592 in buying shares of a company at rupees 108 each. So each share was being bought at rupees 108. So we can find out using that how many shares are bought. So okay, total investment of 22,592 is giving you how many share when the market price of each share is 108. That can be found out by simply dividing. Okay, so let us find out the number of share first. Number of shares are nothing but the total investment. Total investment is how much? 2592 rupees, and each share was costing 108. So this division will actually give us the total number of share bought. So let us keep it like this only. Let us not divide because the question goes further up. Okay, that will speed up our calculation. The face value of each share is 400 is 100. The company paid 12.5% dividend at the end of year. So clearly 100 rupee, if the face value would have been 100, then the income would have been 12.5 rupees. So if the face value is this much, then how much would be the income received? So clearly we can do it that each particular share which is costing 100 rupees, so we can write one share is giving how much in income, is giving 12.5 rupees as income. Okay, one share of 100 rupees is giving how much income? 12.5 as income. As they said, 12.5% dividend. So how many shares do we have? We have got these many shares. So these many share will give how much income? So just simply multiply it by 12.5. So this is the calculation that we can do. Okay, so this can be simply written as 2592 divided by 108 into 1 into 12.5 can be written as 25 by 2, and then we can cut down these number and find out the answer, and the exact value that is coming out to be is 300. So that is the total amount of income that you're going to receive, or the dividend that you're going to receive, rupees 300. That is the right answer available in option number B. Now the question says what sum invested in a 6.5% stock at 117 will produce an income of rupees 100. Okay, how much is the income being received? Income being received is 100. They're asking for what sum invested at 6. How much should be investment? What should be the investment at 117? Because each share is costing at 117, so that the income of 100 rupees is received. Okay, so we can clearly write down here 6.5% is the value received. So we can write down 117. If you invest 117 rupees, then you're going to get an income of 6.5. 6.5 is nothing but 13 by 2. We can write down like this. If you invest 117, you're going to get the income of 13 by 2 rupees. So if you invest, rather we can reverse it. 13 by 2 is received when you invest 117 rupees as an investment. So if you want to earn 1 rupees, how much you will have to invest? 117 divided by 13 by 2, which can be simply written as 117 divided by 13 into 2 rupees. This much you will have to invest. So how much do you want to earn? You want to have an income of rupees 100. So if you want to have an income of rupees 100, how much you will have to invest? So 117 divided by 13 into 2 into 100. This much you will have to invest. So if we simply simplify this particular expression, we're going to get to the right value. 13 can cut 117 directly by 9, and then this is 9 into 2 into 100, which is simply giving us 1800 rupees. So if you invest 1800 rupees, then you're gonna got an income of rupees 100. So 1800 is the right answer. It is available clearly in option number B becomes the right answer from there. Now, the question is what rate percent is obtained by investing in 5% stock at 5 discount and brokerage 1%. So each and every value is given. Discount is given, the rate of stock is also given, the discount is also given. So clearly we can have a formula to relate this. The formula says income amount. The formula says the income amount is nothing but percentage rate of stock divided by 100 minus the discount value. This is the formula directly that can be related, plus the brokerage value, and multiply the whole thing by 100. So this particular formula can be directly used here as all the values are been given. Percentage rate of stock is 5 divided by 100 minus discount value is 5 again, plus the brokerage value is 1, and we clearly use it in terms of percentage only. We don't convert this into 100. So if you clearly solve this, this becomes 500 divided by 100 minus 5 plus 1 is 96. So if you divide 500 by 96, you are getting the value as 5.20 rupees. So that should be the right answer, 5.20, which is clearly available in option number B becomes the right answer from there. Now, what is the market price of 3% stock if it yields 4% after paying an income tax of 4 paise in the rupee? Okay, so if 1 rupee is so what is the question says? If you are earning 1 rupee, then you will have to pay an interest of 4 paise. That is the income tax that is to be paid. Okay, if you are earning 1 rupees, you will have to pay 4 paise as the interest. So 4 paise converted into rupees is nothing but 0.04 rupees, because 1 rupees has got 100 paise. So this much is the tax that is to be paid when you earn 1 rupee. So if you earn 1 rupees, you will have to pay this much tax. So how much you are earning? Is saying market price of 3% stock. 3% stock is when you invest 100, you're going to get 3 rupees. So you are earning actually 3 rupees. So if you are earning 3 rupees, how much should be the income tax? Income tax on rupees 3. Income tax on rupees 1 was 0.04. So income tax on rupees 3 will be simply 0.04 multiplied by 3. Okay, that is nothing but 0.12 rupees. So this is the income tax that you have to pay when you earn rupees 3. So what is the actual income that you are getting after removing the tax from it? That what is the net income that you are getting that is coming into your pocket is obviously 3 minus 0.12, which is nothing but equal to 2.88 rupees. So actual income, the net income that is coming into your pocket is 2.88 rupees. This much we have got. Now, what he's saying now, if he wants to yield 4% after paying an income tax, so if I could yield 2.88, I had to invest rupees. I had to earn 3 rupees. So if I have to earn rupees 4 after the tax also paid, then how much I have to invest? That becomes the question now. So I can do it in a unitary method. How? See, rupees 4 can be achieved if the interest is on 100 rupees. Interest is on 100 rupees. This is what is to be achieved. Rupees 2.88. So if rupees 4 is to be achieved, we have to invest on 100 rupees. So if we want to achieve rupees 2.8, how much should be the interest? Interest should be on 100 by 4 into 2.88, that is equal to 72 rupees. So how much should be the market price? 72 rupees. Okay, to earn 2.88, how much should be the market price? It should be 72 rupees of each stock or each share. That becomes the right answer, which is clearly available in option number B. Now, find the cost of 60 shares of rupees 100 each at 3 by 4 discount and 1 by 4 brokerage per share. So clearly every value is given. So we can use our formula for finding out this. So cost of purchase, there's a direct formula available. That is nothing but number of shares multiplied by face value of each share. Face value of each share minus the discount on each share plus the brokerage to the broker. Okay, to the each share. So let us put that. How many shares do we have? We have got 60 shares. What is the face value of each share? Is given 100. 100. What is the discount on each share? Is 3 by 4 rupees. So 3 by 4 plus what is the brokerage on each share? Is 1 by 4. So plus 1 by 4. So this is how we can find out. If we solve this, this becomes 60 multiplied by 100 minus 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is 0.5. So it becomes 100 minus 0.5, that is 99.50. If you multiply this together, this value is coming out to be precisely rupees 5970. So that is the right value. Cost of purchase 5970, which is clearly available in option number C, becomes the right answer. Now, find the annual income derived by investing rupees 7,000 in 4% stock at 125. Now, the market value of each share is 125 rupees. How much income is invested is rupees 7,000. And how much is each share offering? Is offering 4% stock, that is 4 rupees or 100 rupees face value. So we can do it manually also by step by using the sentences, or we can have a direct formula for that. So let us use the direct formula. Amount of income. Okay, we can find out the amount of income that can be directly found out as total investment. What is the total investment? Divided by market value of each share multiplied by percentage rate of stock. We can directly use this formula and then we can solve this. Every value has been given to us. Total investment is clearly given as 7,000. Market value of each share is also given as 125 into percentage rate of stock. How much is the rate? Is simply 4. So into 4. So this is what we have to find out. 7,000 divided by 125 into 4. If you solve this, this value comes out to be 224. So that much is the annual income when 7,000 rupees are invested on a 125 stock. So 224 rupees, that is the option number A, becomes the right answer. Now, a man invests 4,000 in 5% stock at 100. Okay, 4,000 rupees have been invested. The face value, if the face value is 100 rupees, the stock will return you 5 rupees. That's what 5% stock means. At 100, it is available at 100 rupees only. On selling the invested stock, how much would he realize? Brokerage being 1%. So cost of realization, we have a direct formula also. Required stock. Okay, we can use a direct formula also. Okay, so there is a direct formula also available. So let us use that. Cost realized, the formula is available for cost realized, that is the formula available for. We can have a direct formula. The formula says investment multiplied by market value minus brokerage. This formula can be used, divided by market value plus brokerage. This is the formula for your cost that is being realized when the brokerage value is only given and the market value and the investment are separately given. Okay, so if we use this formula and put down all the values, we know the investment value is 4,000. Market value of the each share as already given 100, so 100 minus brokerage value is already given 1%, so 100 minus 1 divided by market value again 100 plus brokerage again 1. So this is how we can find out. So if we solve this, this comes out to be 4,099 by 101. So we can do it this by approximation also. This particular value will be very much close to 4,000 because 99 by 101 is very much close to 1, but it is little lesser than 1. So whichever value will be little lesser than 4,000, very little lesser than 4,000 will be our right answer. We can do it this way also, but whenever none of these kind of thing is given, then we have to actually divide it. Okay, so 4,000 divided by 101 into 99. If we solve this mathematically, the precise value is coming out to be 3920.79 rupees. So this is the precise calculation that is happening, which is available clearly in option number C, becomes the right answer from there. Now, how much stock at 4% at 105 should be bought to get an annual income of rupees 480? So they are saying stock available at 4%. That means if you invest 100 rupees, then you're going to get the 4%, that is rupees 4. If you invest 100 rupees, you're going to get a 4 rupees. So he's saying how should be bought to get an LN. If you want to earn 480 rupees, then how much you will have to invest? So we can do it this way. If you want to earn an income of rupees 4, income of 4, then you will have to do an investment of 100 rupees investment. Okay, so if you want to have an income of 1 rupees, then how much you will have to invest? You will have to invest 100 by 4 rupees as the investment. How much income do you want? You want 480 as the income. So income of 480, if you want, what will you have to do? You will simply multiply it by 480. So simply multiply it by 480. If you do this, you're going to get to the value as 12,000 rupees. 4 cuts 480 by 120. 120 into 100 is simply giving you 12,000 rupees. So that becomes the right answer. How much you will have to invest? You will have to invest 12,000 rupees, which is clearly available in option number B, becomes the right answer from there. Now, The question says, what should be the price of 3% stock if money is worth 4%? Okay, what does that mean? If you invest 100 rupees, you're going to get a 4%, that is 4 rupees, because money is worth 4%. That means if you invest 100 rupees, you will get a 4 rupees. So he's asking, what should be the investment when you want to earn 3 rupees? So this is how we can relate it. So let us write down first, rupees 4 income can be achieved when the investment is how much? Investment is equal to 100 rupees. Investment of 100, 4, income of 4 will be achieved when the investment is 100 rupees. So if you want to earn rupees 1 as income, how much should be the investment? Investment should be clearly 100 by 4 rupees. So if you want to earn rupees 3, that's what they are asking, 3% stock. So if you want to achieve 3 rupees as income, the investment should be of 100 by 4 into 3. This should be the investment of. If you solve this further, this comes out to be simply 75 rupees. So the 75 rupees should be the cost of each share if you want to earn 3 rupees. So that should become the right answer. The price is rupees 75. That is option number A is the right answer. Now, how much should be invested in 5% stock at 120 to secure an annual income of 250 rupees? That's what they are saying. That is, if the stock is available at 5%, that is, if the face value is 100, it will give you 5 rupees. That's what is 5% stock means. The market value of the share is given as 120 rupees. So market value is 120 rupees. And we want to achieve an income of rupees 250. That is the exact question. Okay, so let us do it. We can do it using a direct formula also, because the things are already given to us, all the things, and we want to know how much should be the investment so that the income is 250 by this scheme. So that is the formula. Investment can be directly given as annual income, or rather just the income, multiplied by market value of each share divided by percentage rate of stock. Percentage rate of stock. Okay, this formula can be directly used for this situation. So how much should be the investment? Annual income that you want is rupees 250 as mentioned here. What is the market value? Market value is 120 rupees. It is available at 120, divided by what is the rate of stock is simply 5%. So we can simply write 5 here. If we divide this together, we can find out 5 can cut this 250 simply by 50, and 120 into 50 is giving me 6,000 rupees. So this much should be the investment. Rupees 6,000 should be the investment, so that you get to the income of rupees 250. 6,000 is the right answer. Option number B. Now, how much is lost by purchasing 7,210 stock at 113 and selling it at 103? So clearly they are mentioning they invested rupees 7,210 and the stock was available at 113 rupees, and then they sold it at 103 rupees. So obviously on each share there is a loss of 113 minus 103, that is rupees 10. So we can take it like this: loss of each share, loss of one share of one stock can be directly written as bought at 113 and sold at 103. So the value is rupees 10. So 10 rupees is the loss on one share, loss on one share. So we can easily find out loss is rupees 10. So this is the face value is always 100 rupees. So we can clearly write rupees 100 investment is offering how much loss? Loss of 10 rupees, because always the face value is 100 rupees. So 100 rupees, 100 investment, that is one share is costing you loss of 10 rupees. Okay. Now, how much is the investment? The investment is 7,210. So we can do it by unitary method. Rupees 100 investment is costing a loss of 10 rupees. So rupees 1 investment would have caused a loss of simply 10 by 100 rupees. So how much is the money invested? Money invested is 7,210. So rupees 7,210 investment would have cost a loss of how much? 10 by 100 into 7,210. This is how we can find it out. So if we solve this further, so the final value comes out to be, we can cut down these zeros easily, 721 rupees. So this is the ultimate loss that's happened when you invested 7,210 and got a loss of 10 rupees on each share. 721 is the final answer, which is clearly available in option number C. Now, the question says, how much stock can be purchased for rupees 10,000 at par? Okay, so whenever the stock or the share is available at par, that means it is available at the face value itself. Okay, when if this at par would have been at premium, then the obviously the face value was would have been lesser than the market value. Premium means on the higher price. Then if this situation was at premium situation, then we would have said market value is greater than face value. But in this age, he says at par. If he would have said below par, then we would have said that the market value is lesser than face value. But he has said at par, that is at par means market value of each share is equal to face value only. Okay, so when the market value is face value and he is asking can be purchased for rupees 10,000, so market value will be equal to face value again. So face value is also equal to 10,000. So that will be the market value itself. So how many stocks you can still purchase? You can still purchase the stock of 10,000 rupees only because it is available at market value or the face value itself. So directly the answer becomes rupees 10,000, option number C. Now the question says, find the cost of rupees 4,500 5% stock at 2 premium. When they says 2 premium, that is that cost of 100 stock will be 100 plus 2, that is 102. So at 2 premium means that the market value is 2 rupees greater than the face value. So face value is always understood as 100 rupees. So market value will be 102 rupees, that is 2 plus 100, 102 rupees. So we can say that if you want to have a cost of 100 stock, that will be 102 rupees. So we can write down the same thing. Cost of 100 stock or 100 rupees share will be actually equal to rupees 102. That is, you will have to pay 102 rupees to buy one stock of whose face value is 100 rupees. Okay, how much you have invested? You have invested 4,500. So if cost of 100 stock is 102, so we can write down cost of one stock will be how much? Simple unitary method, 102 by 100 rupees. How much you want to know? We want to know the cost of 4,500 stock. We don't want to know cost of 4,500 stock. That will be simply 102 by 100 multiply by 4,500. We are using the unitary method here. If we solve this particular equation, we can get to the final value. The zeros are gone. 102 into 45, if you do, that will come out to be 4,590. So this is the actual cost of 4,500, which is available at 2 premium, 4,590 rupees, which is available clearly in option number D, becomes the right answer. Now, this question says find the annual income derived by investing rupees 2,000. This is the investment in 4% stock at 5 premium, brokerage being 1%. So each and every value is given. In this situation, we can use a direct formula that can relate the annual income by the investment and the rate of stock and the brokerage, everything. Okay, so let us use that formula. The formula is for income amount. That's what they're asking, annual income. Income can be found out as investment divided by 100 plus premium plus brokerage into percentage rate of stock. This is a direct formula which has been used multiple times for various questions in this test also. So let us put down all the values and we can get to the final answer. The investment is given as 2,000 rupees divided by 100 plus the premium is given as 5 plus the brokerage for each share is given as 1%. We just use 1 for this. We don't convert percentage into a normal value. 1 into rate of stock is given as 4%. So into 4. So if we solve this further, this comes out to be 8,000 divided by 106. Okay, if you simply solve this, this value is coming exactly equal to 75.47. So that is the annual income derived from this particular situation, rupees 75.47, which is clearly available in option number B, becomes the right answer. Now the question says find the annual income derived by investing rupees 920 in 5% stock at 5 discount, brokerage being 1%. So each and every value is again given. We just have to use a simple formula for annual income and that will relate all these values. So what is that formula for income? We have just used in the last question and most of the question of this test also. Income is simply investment divided by 100 minus discount. If this would have been premium, we would have written 100 plus premium, but there is a discount situation. So we'll write a formula for 100 minus discount plus the brokerage value and into percentage rate of stock. That is the final calculation, percentage rate of stock. If you put down all the values here, we're going to get to the final answer. The investment is given in the question as 920 rupees. 100 minus discount value is given as 5 rupees, plus the brokerage value is given as 1%. We just keep 1 for it, don't the percent value, into percentage of stock is given as 5. So if we solve this further, this will come out to be 920 into 5 is 4600, divided by 100 minus 5 is 95, 95 plus 1 is 96, 4600 divided by 96. If we solve this precisely, the value is coming as 47.91 rupees. So that is the annual income received, 47.91. Let us see where it is available. It is available clearly in option number D. So it becomes the right answer from there. Now the question says, what says the question? The question says a man invested rupees 2000 to buy a share of a company at rupees 105. So investment is given as 2000 and the share of company at rupees 105. So the market value of share is how much? Is 105 rupees. Okay, each with the tax value of a share being 200. So what is the tax value of each share? Is 200 rupees. So 105 was the face value, and how much is the market value? We can understand the market value is 200 and the face value is 105. These are the two value given share of a company. So 105 can be understood as the market value and the face value can be understood as 200 rupees. So this is the face value of the share. The company paid 10% dividend. So the dividend value is also given 10%. So this is the dividend value you can use. Okay, and this is the investment part that can be used. Now what we are supposed to find out, find the dividend earned. Dividend earned is nothing but the income itself. So we can again relate to the income formula. We have an income formula which can utilize all these value: investment, face value, dividend, and market value. So let us use that formula directly, which has been also used in multiple questions. So the income formula is simply income is equal to investment multiplied by face value multiplied by dividend on each share or the each stock divided by the market value into 100. So this is that particular formula that can be used here directly because all the values have been given. If we go one by one to achieve these values, that will be a very long process. So let us use the direct formula. Let us put all the values. The investment value was 2000 rupees. Face value of the share is how much? Is simply 200. Dividend on each particular share is how much? They say 10%. So that is 10 rupees on 100 share divided by what is the market value given? Market value is simply given out to be 105, which is given already there, multiplied by 100. So clearly we need to solve this mathematical expression, which will give us the right answer. If you solve this, 100 can cut this 200 by 2 like this. Then we can divide few more numbers. So we can divide this 105 by 5, which is 21. 5 is 105 and 5 can cut this 10 by 2 again. So the final equation becomes 2000 into 2 into 2, that is 6000, rather 8000 divided by 21. That's what we have to solve. Okay, if we divide it precisely, we can get to the final value. The final value that is coming is 380.95. That is after the division. So this is the annual income received, rupees 380.95. Let us see where it is available. It is clearly available in option number D. So it becomes the right answer from there.